So we'll see through the second chapter and 18th verse. Antavanta ime deha nitya sukta sharirinaha anasino aprameyasya tasmat yudhyasya bharata. So here Krishna is mentioning about the another quality of the soul. So the material body is destructible, and the material body of the indestructible soul or indestructible, immeasurable, eternal living entity. So this body is surely going to come to an end. Therefore, fight, O descendant of Bharata. So this metal body is perishable by nature, and it may perish instantly, or it will take some time, right? Or it may take a couple of years, or maybe 100 years. But it is only a question of time, just a matter of time, that is going to come to an end. There is no chance of this body that can be maintained for a perpetual time. It's not possible, right? But the spirit soul is very, very minute, and the spirit soul is cannot be even perceived by us, and what to speak of being seen by the enemy. So here Arjuna is standing in front of the enemies, and then Krishna is saying that neither you can kill them nor they can kill you, because soul is imperishable, and what will happen is the bodies are only going to get destroyed. So as mentioned in the previous verse also, we discussed a little bit of that, but then some things that we should know, like as long as the soul is there within the body, right? So we know from medical science that the red corpuscles, the red blood cells, are the ones who are responsible to carry the oxygen to different parts of the body. But where do they gather the energy from? Now, definitely the energy is coming from the food, but it's not that only the food is possible to provide all that energy that is required, because even in a dead body, the food is present, the energy of the food is present, but still the things don't move, the blood cells don't move, the blood does not run. So it can be understood that the existence of the soul is giving the energy to all the bodily parts to do its functionalities nicely. So the fragmental soul can be compared to the sparks of the sun, right? So just like the sun rays fall and then we feel illuminated, the entire globe feels illuminated. Similarly, the existence of the minute soul in the body makes the body illuminated, makes the body animated, standing, living, exercising, and doing everything else. So as long as the soul is there, the body gets animated, the body keeps moving, and it is our responsibility to understand the nature of the soul, and the permanent nature of the soul, and the temporary nature of the body. Even though we may be doing a lot of things for the body, we should also be diligent and responsible for the soul, because the soul is within us and soul is us only, right? So as soon as the soul leaves the body starts to disintegrate, starts to decompose. Nothing and no one can stop it, right? So it is also very apt to understand that one can keep the body in a refrigerator or for a prolonged period of time, but then the body is not the same as it was living, and when you take it out of the fridge or a deep freezer after a couple of days, months, or years, it's not the same. I mean, it's not the same in any ways, right? So we can understand that you can probably keep material things for a prolonged period of time, but then they also decay. So similarly, the metal body is also going to decay. But the presence of the soul, the presence of the spiritual spark, makes it living, makes it go for a long time just by its existence. The moment the soul is out, the body is called dead, and that's why now Krishna is saying that you do your duty. Your duty is to perform the fight. You do your duty, get up and fight. So that's what is Krishna saying, that tasmat yudhyasya bharata anasino apramayasya. So anasina is referred to as never to be destroyed. Asina is killed. Anasina is cannot be killed. Apramayasya is immeasurable. You cannot measure it. I mean, you cannot put a microscope or a tape or a any measuring instrument to do the measurement, because it's not a physical thing. It's not a material entity. It's a spiritual entity. So therefore, don't worry, fight. Now that also delineates a lot of other understandings that we'll see through in due course of time. So please let me know if you have any specific questions or any specific topic that you want me to make videos from the Bhagavad Gita perspective, and that is applicable to daily lives, whatever challenges that you may be facing. Thank you. See you. Bye bye. So you can also like, subscribe, and share, and then we'll connect later.